I noticed that my sleep was very much deeper than usually, so my interruptions in sleep were minimal. Also, my HRV increased significantly in that time. So besides my subjective experience, I could also see it from the measurement.
The most interesting thing I realized was I use a Aura Ring, and I realized that my sleep score increased and my HRV, my heart rate variability, increased too. That was quite interesting because my breathwork sessions were really short, but continuously a couple of times during the day.
In the first take of my exam, I was not able to sleep at all. I sleep between 3 and 4 hours, and that was not a good sleep. I was always tired during the exam. This time, I have every day almost 7 hours sleep because I was able to get me in this peace that I was able to sleep again. REM was really difficult for me to get. I was reading before how I can get more REM sleep, but now I have almost 2 hours REM sleep, and it's because my breath work. I have this smartwatch only because it's really interesting when you speak with others and they are like, I don't think so, and I can say, I show you.
What I would say to a results-driven leader is, I think you can get the results straight away and you can measure them. One thing that I can advise is to measure your HRV. For me, it increases in that time that I had this program going on.
The most surprising thing was how quickly it helped me with something unexpected, which was chronic pain relief. This is not something I brought as an expectation to the program, but it was surprising what an enormous effect it had in terms of relieving pain. This was a very first session where I had severe back pain, and the introductory practice, it created so much space and roominess in my rib cage that all of a sudden a lot of the pain that was residing there disappeared.
I was blown away because I could get rid of very strong painkillers with just sitting for 5 minutes and do some very simple breath work.
I have a history of Crohn's disease, which is often triggered by stressful phases in life. The activity of my Crohn's is for me the #1 indicator of how well I'm managing my stress in the moment. And the program really helped me to get a hold of my stress and therefore to really calm down flare-ups that I felt from Crohn's disease.
I learned that breath can be a very effective and simple tool to reduce stress, both to reduce the baseline stress, but also reduce it in the moment.
The most prominent effect of breath practice was how much I felt the sensations of my body and how much my emotions and my body was aligned with the way I was thinking. I had always a sort of difference between my cognitive awareness and my body awareness, and they really felt quite aligned. For me, this is an indicator that I extended my awareness to my bodily sensations.
From the moment that I wake up, instead of being stressed, I would decide today I will listen to myself a bit more. I could feel during the day if I'm getting hungry or if I'm getting thirsty or if I'm getting stressed. I would listen to my body more and do what my body is asking from me.
I'm often in my head. I have a lot of thoughts about everything, but when doing the practice, it's like getting rid of these distracting thoughts and getting a state of clarity and calmness in my mind. When feeling this calmness, I'm much more aware of my body and my physical state. And body and mind comes together and I feel more complete.
I think the most surprising thing was to learn that it affects so many areas of life, both physically and mentally. It helps to be more composed, think more clearly, improves performance, helps with self-regulation, but also is useful for things like getting more stability in the body, having a better posture, or even having better results at the gym. When you are aware about your breath while you are performing the exercises, you have increased body awareness and more stability, and you can also synchronize your movements with your breath, and this way get better results.
The breath practices did make me more aware of my body, of more spiritual and more softer side of myself. These are things that in my daily work I do not pay too much attention to.